You guys. Okay, I have no makeup on and I got out of the shower. Oh my gosh. I feel so terrible. Okay, this is not a big deal, maybe to you guys, but it's mistakes like these in nursing that get people killed. I'm not kidding. Okay, so I, in my work, am very detail oriented. Okay, in my life, not so much. So I just want to come on here really fast. I'm sorry it's so dark, but this was not planned. My planner peoples, my friends. I just was looking through the planner that we all bought, and it's only a 6-month planner. It's not 12 months. So when I opened it up here on camera, didn't count, just assumed it was 12 months. I kept thinking, how do they get away with it not being so big? Because it has a hi Emily, hi J Dog. They have a day, like every day you can write your meals out. And I thought, this is amazing. Like it's so small. I went back and looked at it this morning. It's only 6 months. And I feel terrible because I know a lot of you guys are going to do the planner with me. It's only 6 months. I feel terrible because I like to be really careful. And, I like to be careful with my money. I like to be careful with you guys' money. Uh, Hi, guys. I'm so sorry. I didn't read it correct. I didn't even look. I don't know that it said 6 months or 12 months on it. I just assumed it was 12 months. So totally my bad. I'm hoping that if you were on the fence and you don't, that maybe you don't get it now, and I'm sorry. And if you got it and you're upset, I totally get it. I want to offer my sincerest apologies. I feel terrible because I like to be really careful. This is why I don't do a lot of reviews because we, I, er. I'm so sorry. Please let me know uh if you're still going to use your plan. I'm still going to use it. Obviously, I was gifted it. Um I am going to buy a planner and give it away here as a I'm sorry, I don't know what else to do. I really don't know what else to do. Um so I'm going to get my giveaway together and I'll give one away, and hopefully like if you want to return it, that's a possibility to the company. I don't work for them or anything, but I just feel terrible. Annette, I'm so sorry. Annette, did you buy the planner? I know I look awful because I just got out of the shower and I did one of those exfoliating things. Um, I'm still going to use it, but it is only 6 months. So I was sitting there looking at it, putting in my months, and I'm like, wait a second, huh? And I'm like, okay, go back and recount. And I think when I looked at it before, I was looking at the months are on like 2 pages. Look, I don't know. Not smart. This girl is not smart. Emily, I'm so sorry. Oh, you're gonna buy one anyway. Okay. Okay. Sherry says that 24.97 is not a deal breaker. I know, but I don't like to be inaccurate. I think that's one thing about like if you guys have been watching me for 2 years, like I in my regular life, I'm just not always with it. In my nursing life, I've got my crap together. I've gotten like little awards and things and I'm good to go. But I feel like in my regular life, like sometimes I'm just sort of like almost like airheaded, like a little bit of an airhead. Do I come across as an airhead to you guys? Because that's accurate. So Kelly says, I'm not a planner person. That's right. Kelly, listen, I'm one of those people that I start a planner and then, I get halfway through and I'm like, oh, I forgot. I forgot about it. So I totally get it. Karen says no one is always with it. Okay, Karen, I know that's true. Like in my head, I know that's true. But I have worked with people that literally are always with it. I've worked with like the smartest of the smart, and they amaze me. I have some ER nurses that and I've worked with L&D nurses too, but, like, in my current life right now, I work with some nurses that I'm like, "You are the smartest person I have ever met." Like, it's just it blows me away, their critical thinking. So, Sherry says, "That's your Southern charm coming out." That's right, Sherry. I don't know. Anyway, I apologize. Please accept my apology. I understand if you're upset, and, how you doing? I just wanna come on here. And when I lived in New York, and when I lived up north in New York, so I lived in New York for a few years. I worked labor and delivery there, and I had some nurses that were like, "You need to not say you're sorry. You need to not call me ma'am. You need to not be so nice, and you need to lose some weight." Oh, that was number 4. And you need to lose some weight. Very straight up people in my life, and I was always like, "Okay," and then I was like, "I'm sorry," you know. So that's just me. Cat, listen, cat. Go back and watch this. I misrepresented the planner as a 12-month instead of a 6-month planner. I know you guys are like, whatever. I just felt really bad because I know probably 10 or 15 of you guys are going to do this with me. And I feel like you're going to get your planners and you're going to be like, that girl she ain't got it going on. She ain't smart. So, let's see. Mima, hi, my friend. Oh, I got you started on planners. That's awesome. I love a good planner. I have several planners going right now, which is problematic. And then I also have my Outlook planner for work. So between all those, my life is crazy. The nurses I work with, they all use planners. They don't use their Outlook so much as they use planners for their caseload. So like I have 24 moms. Some of the nurses I work with are above caseload and they have our max is 25 moms. So they have like 27 or 28 moms. And I work with one nurse who was an ER nurse. She's one of the smartest people I've ever met. And her planner looks like a cuckoo, basically, is writing in it because it's just scrawl, but she knows exactly what's happening, and she marks through things as she does them. She's super duper organized. And then she's one of those people that is a real creative thinker. So ER nurses, in my experience, they are fixers. They're kind of like the mechanics of nursing. Okay. Ortho nurses are like the heavy lifting. I always think oncology nurses are like, they're the med experts. First of all, they know medications. And then they just have this empathy, thing going on that's amazing. L&D nurses are cuckoo. But the ER nurses that I've worked with are real critical thinkers. And so, like, if you have a problem, they're the first one to get on the floor and like tinker with something and fix it. So they just, you know, anyway, it's pretty amazing. So, anyway, they're problem solvers, Donna. Right. And if you think of trauma or like the ER, you have people come in and they put them back together, they stabilize them to move them somewhere else. And they just think that's how they think. Very fast thinkers. We do that in L&D, but we're very specific to L&D. So sometimes there are things. So I opened a hospital a few years ago. I think I talked about this. And I was there for a year. I was there to help open L&D. And we worked very closely with the ER in opening the ER. And there were sometimes some things that you would like go to hook something up and we hadn't ordered the part. Okay. Because we based our hospital on other hospitals. So when we came in, we looked at everything that we would need and we ran these scenarios. Well, every once in a while, you'd be in the OR and you'd be like, I don't have such and such a hub. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. And I would be, okay, call the ER charge nurse. So I would call them down there and I'd be like, what should I do? If anesthesia couldn't fix it, anesthesia could usually fix it because they're kind of like that too. But sometimes they'd be like, I don't know how to fabricate a hub out of masking tape. I don't know, whatever. And ER would come up in the middle of the night, the ER charge nurse, and help me fix something. And then we would be like, we have got to send like a courier or something in the morning to get this piece because everything has to be compliant in the hospital. You can't just rig things, you know. So in an emergency situation, you can rig something, but long term it doesn't work. Why am I talking about this? I don't know. Sometimes I get onto nursing rants, and I just had a lot of coffee too. So hi, Erica. Good morning. Amy, wait, what, Ellen said, Amy, you do way more stuff that I usually pretend is not even happening. What are you talking about? You guys are so funny. You make me laugh. There's nothing better than putting yourself on the internet and having people like reflect back to you like who they think you are. Because we all know like in our heads we have a clearer picture. And I tend to be, incredibly like I'm a big procrastinator and I'm lazy and blah blah blah. Externally, I don't know that I appear that way to people. So Tamsin said that's why it's important to have an array of thinkers. For sure. I mean, healthcare is all teamwork. And if you have a dysfunctional team, you're in big trouble. So you need really strong leaders. A lot of times you need leaders that can communicate to management in an effective way because they don't always know what's going um, on the floor. So on the forefront of things, they don't always know. So you really need good supervisors and managers and charge nurses, and then you need the people to do the dirty work, the grunt work, to get down on the floor and put the cabinet together. You know what I mean? I have one ER friend. She's married to a firefighter, and she was my supervisor. And she was the one that was always like, I'm going to put this, rolling cart together myself. She would go do it. And I would be like, there's my boss on the floor in the corner putting the rolling cart together in her spare time. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about nursing. I don't know why I got off on that. But again, I'm very sorry. And I hope you guys have a good day on program. I've already had my little pancakes with blueberries. I ate some protein pancakes with blueberries and some coffee. I cleaned my bedroom. I'm getting ready to go. I did a Walmart pickup for the first time. I'm not a huge pickup person because I like to go in, but I thought it might be a good way to control my budget a little bit because you can pick out what you want and look at prices and price comparisons. And my husband and I are really working on our budget so that we can save money for weddings and retirement and all of those good things. I'm really talking with my hands this morning. Whoa, just moved the whole screen. All right. Stay in orbit. Again, I'm sorry. Drop me a comment if it makes you feel better. Vent below if you feel like you need to vent. And hey, I looked at my metrics or whatever on this channel. It's very interesting because I have about 30% of my viewers, like my views on my videos, are not subscribed. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. There's a little bell you can hit, and then you'll get notifications when I come on live or if I put a new video up. So think about subscribing. I think that's very interesting that out of 10 people, I have actually out of 10 people, 30% or 3 people are not subscribers. I have about 1 person out of 10 that they don't know what the deal is, which is strange. I think it's Oprah. I mean, she's the 11% of the whole thing. It's Oprah. Okay, when Oprah watches something on YouTube, she immediately gets her own category. And then it's like 60-something% are subscribers. So Myrna lost 1.8. Myrna, you're amazing. Oh my goodness. Myrna really sticks it out. Hey, I know a lot of you guys have gone back to meetings with me. And I just want to encourage you, let's really hang tight until November. Not that you wouldn't do that anyway. What is this? I think it's a lighting thing. Let's just really keep it together, you guys. I think hold on for November. I think the new changes are going to re-energize us and give us just that moment of oh, yes, I'm so excited to do something that works for me. So hang in there, you guys, okay? Don't go anywhere. I know I have a couple of you that have said that you joined meetings a while ago and you haven't been going or you're off the wagon. This is your time to get back on the wagon. Let's, just work on like a little small goal. Maybe you just need to track for right now. Maybe you're way above your points and your weeklies, but at least get back into tracking or get back into drinking your water or try to get some activity going. And, really gear up for having a successful holiday season. We can do that. We don't have to totally drop the ball during the holidays. I know November and December are challenging because of Thanksgiving and other, festivities that we have in this country. For me, it's Christmas and New Year's and all that good stuff. So we got to get geared up for that and get prepared so you don't wake up January 1st and you put on 20 or 30 pounds, right? So that starts right now, this preparation. So let's get prepared. I'm really using my hands a lot. All right. I'll see you guys later. Mhm. Oh, Myrna, you had gained that back. Yeah, very good. I'm excited for you. Okay. It's Oprah. Emily. Emily Henry. It's Oprah. Don't you think it's Oprah? Hi, Oprah. Everyone say hi to Oprah. I've lost it. Bye, you guys. Have a good day. Stay in orbit. Stay on program. Bye.